Imagine a nation owned by a business tycoon. You might be wondering if it's possible to be rich enough to be able to buy a nation, and what country would be even open to that sort of idea? Well, the answer is simple: a country that is struggling to maintain a healthy gross income. Before we get into the details of that, let's discuss the current situation at hand that is the name of our existence: the pandemic. 2020 pandemic has shook every business deeply, putting a vast majority of them in debt just to retain their livelihoods. In the midst of all that, it wouldn't be wrong if I were to say the very same pandemic is the best thing that has happened to Amazon. The high number of online shopping via Amazon has brought an immense profit to Jeff Bezos. I mean, what else are you going to do homebound? Buy that waffle maker you always wanted, which is now on sale, of course. Welcome to Easy Economy, a channel where we discuss policies, countries, and decisions on objective topics. The bigger gross income your business has, the more implications of rules. It's very difficult to contain something that grows rapidly, hence it garners more attention worldwide, and more economic commentators bring it to light by talking about it. When you are handling business on such a large scale, whether you like it or not, there are some hurdles like government restrictions and taxes. It is fairly obvious the larger your gross income, the higher tax and stricter rules to maintain a fair monopoly of trade. This is because they don't want such businesses to become very powerful by shifting their profits to low-tax jurisdictions. Who knows what these business giants will become if let loose? Now you might be wondering, how is all that related to Amazon buying Cyprus? Well, then let me tell you about this, yet another list of crazy predictions that Saxo Bank released for 2021, one of which was Amazon buying Cyprus. And for those who don't know, Saxo Bank is the first in the world to introduce an online trading platform. This introduced the availability of global markets to everyone, so we know their word is worth a dime. Let's start with what is Cyprus. You might know Cyprus as a vacation spot with beautiful beaches and for its hospitality. While that is all true, Cyprus is also known for providing a cushioning for businesses with relaxed taxation, and business conducting laws making it one of the highly sought-after locations to establish business headquarters. That hasn't always been the case. Initially, the country had just one airport located in their capital city, with the rest of the country only connected by roads. Good luck traveling to those beautiful beaches. You'd have to go to the capital city, then travel by road for hours on end, one way, just to get to your tourist destinations. Never mind the fact that once you get there, there probably would have been no amenities or lodges, since no direct access to those beaches meant that no one cared to invest in lodges or tourists there. All of this is one way, meaning you'd have to go all the way back, tens of hours on the road again, just to reach back to the capital, as there was no other airport anywhere else. So the country had no infrastructure. That's bad. However, its economy relied heavily on agriculture. That too, the old-fashioned way, because initially, the country did not use modern farming techniques. We can see now that the country always had room to grow. Now the question was, how do you take advantage of a situation like that, considering there was even a conflict going on? Initially, the government decided to modernize farming techniques in the country, improving it significantly. Another thing they did was improving infrastructure, as well as creating more airports leading to easier access to said beaches, increasing its attractiveness as a potential tourist destination. The two steps taken by the country had a significantly positive impact on its economy, and in turn its people. Its admission into the European Union only made a good situation better. Any country would be glad to have foreign reserves and international investment flowing into the country, and its EU membership meant that other EU members could easily get access to opportunities present with Cyprus. Now, businesses all over Europe were looking at investment opportunities in the tiny state, and that was great for the nation. Now the once barren beaches had investment coming in, with beachside business booming. That increased the number of tourists coming in, which further improved its situation, making both the country and investors happy, and the cycle continued. Cyprus in the present is also known for providing a cushioning for businesses, with relaxed taxation, and business conducting laws making it one of the highly sought-after locations to establish business headquarters. It might be more towards the low-income side with a GDP of 24 billion, but strategies implemented by Cyprus has made it stronger in its own way. While it struggled to be recognized as a state in its earlier days, Cyprus now has been registered by the EU as we discussed earlier and adopted the euro as their currency. We've already talked about how getting admission into the European Union brought European investors into the country to invest in the country's tourism economy. Now, this move is going to play another important role for Cyprus. Let's talk about that. There was a conflict between Cyprus and Turkey, causing issues about land, and both countries claimed a part of the area. This all happened due to one of the world's largest oil discoveries. Each of the shareholders come to claim the newly found oil that has been there in abundance, and it struggled to be recognized as a state in its earlier days. We have established how Cyprus was able to lift itself out of a ditch by just playing smart, but also introducing rules and regulation which might seem questionable, but from nothing to forcing businesses to shift their money to their country. I would say it was very well played. Best part about all this? It isn't just the businesses that benefit from all this. Since Cyprus provides a very convenient citizenship opportunity and hence is sought after widely by businessmen who want to establish businesses in Europe, it acts as a gateway to countries like Germany, France, and even the UK. It's an investment-based program which provides citizenship within 6 months post your €2 million investment in real estate. After finding out that, it won't be surprising if I were to tell you it's a shelter for corrupt politicians. This also provides business opportunities in European countries, since citizenship means automatic work permit too. With the GDP of $24 billion, Cyprus's economy is less than a quarter of Amazon's non-US revenue. So we are not even talking about their total revenue here. The most of its money income comes from quasi-illicit financial channels. A few large online suppliers have taken advantage of its relaxed taxation laws and overall relaxed business operational laws. Cyprus is an offshore heaven to many. If you're sitting in an Amazon warehouse right now and wondering how it can be you, then just take your business to Cyprus to maximize profits. It's better to take advantage of this situation before it catches more attention and becomes extremely regulated. You never know, the next Jeff Bezos is sitting on a public toilet scrolling through my videos. Although Cyprus has been providing a breeding ground to many fast-growing businesses due to its relaxed regulations, EU regulators still managed to catch up on what was going on. This made it difficult to include practices which involved taking advantage of these loopholes and forcing not only Cyprus, but other EU countries to have similar mandated taxation laws. As the idea might seem intriguing of how Jeff would have been able to manipulate not only a small nation, but make its way to crack through bigger EU nations, it's not as easily done as said. Let me know what you think will happen if Jeff Bezos actually manages to buy Cyprus and make it their official headquarters. Despite being a hypothetical situation, this can be highly possible if it goes unchecked. You know when they say the bar is low, but the bar is there. It's already earning more than a country. Next stop is world domination via monopoly over the economy.